Okay, I'm Michael. I have almost no clue about monitoring systems except that I need them, but I'm the OpenLDAP. I'm setting up OpenLDAP servers for my customers, and so therefore they have monitoring teams, and what I wrote is a sensor for pulling out a little bit more information about an OpenLDAP server without having to configure so much. And I just show you the monitoring output and go through it, and you will have a picture. For example, it has a check whether the certificate, the TLS service certificate, is still valid, whether the RSA keys and the public key certificate and the private key is matching. Very detailed because many things can go wrong. The most important part is it already pulls the configuration of the running server from the so-called configuration backend from OpenLDAP, and it derives the replication topology from this configuration. So you don't have to configure it. What's in the config is already checked. Yeah? So it tries to connect to all the replicas to get some replication information. It will look which databases are configured and whether they are in a healthy state and how many entries are in there and whether you still have enough space in the memory map database. It will, of course, give some performance data of the various LDAP operations you can have, and it will connect to all the other OpenLDAP provider replicas and check whether they are available. For example, here there's a warning because only 3 or 5 configured replicas are up and reachable. So, and furthermore, it checks, for example, whether the own host name is really in DNS and stuff like this. And yeah, basically that's it. Some more traffic matrix, all you can pull out from the OpenLDAP monitoring backend. So basically that's it. It's a Python module. You can install it with. You can find it on PyPy. It's called slapdcheck, and currently it's just outputting Nagios compatible, checkmk compatible output. But I plan to also support Prometheus natively. So, and yeah, you can just install it with pip install into a virtual environment and play with it. Normally you would also have a small wrapper script around it with okay. So with 3 parameters where to reach the okay, where to reach the OpenLDAP server locally, how to reach it via TLS because the active TLS connection is also checked, and which identity the server itself has when it does SSL external authentication to other replicas based on his TLS server certificate used as TLS client certificate. Okay, many OpenLDAP details. The nice thing is I even use it on the command line just to check whether my system is healthy, even if I don't have a monitoring system around. Okay, so that's it. Any question? Time for a question? Okay. Meet you later.